Since being named one of the best inventions of 2012 by Time magazine, Google Glass is growing in popularity as a pioneer in wearable tech. With us in studio, Sean Wilson from SDK Digital to chat about some of the coolest new features with Google Glass. Welcome to studio, Sean.
Hi, thank you.
Now, facial recognition is something that's growing in popularity and is becoming quite efficient at detecting people's faces. Give us an idea how Google Glass will use facial recognition.
Okay, great. Well, at the moment in the US, they are currently using Google Glass in New York. They're piloting a project to determine who's got a criminal record, outstanding warrants, etc., thus effectively increasing policing in the US. In the consumer market, there are no uses at the moment purely because of legislation and because of people worried about being creeps on.
So Glass is becoming extremely popular when it comes to traveling.
Yes.
And you're able to use apps like Road Sign to identify where you're going and also to translate words in foreign countries. How does that work?
So there's a company called WorldLens that Google acquired, and what they specialize in is actually translating real-time road signs. So if you're traveling around Europe or wherever you want, it will physically, in real time, translate hello, left, right, etc. So you've got no problem getting lost or asking questions anymore.
Yeah, like that's a problem. You go to another country and you get stuck in a dark alleyway. How efficient is it to use as a map system?
Well, the great thing about the Google Glass is the heads-up displays. So if you're going on a long drive, fantastic. If you're walking around a foreign country, fantastic. The only issue still is the fact that you need to connect to your cell phone. So depending on your cell phone's GPS will depend on the functionality of the Google Glass.
What is the benefit of using Google Glass over looking at your screen on your phone?
Thing is, Google Glass using on your phone, it defeats the object because Google Glass is your phone. It's like a second screen. So Google Glass in the real world, yes, but Google Glass on your phone or technology, not so much purely because of refresh rate of screens. So it can't pick up the information.
Now, it's still obviously very expensive for the average consumer to have one of these, and it's in beta, so I'm very lucky to have this on my face right now. When do you think that it's going to be quite commonplace for the average person to have a pair?
Okay, well, wearable technology, not just with Google Glass. If you look at the Galaxy Gear, the new watch has a camera on, which allows you to do basic augmented reality as well. But the problem with Google Glass is, the fact is, if you're not in the US or the UK, you cannot sign up as an explorer. And that's only $1,500. Whereas if you try and import it at the moment in South Africa, they're charging between 26 and 30,000 Rand, which is almost double the price.
What is the benefit of being an explorer? What does that mean?
Well, as you can see, being an explorer allows you to actually have a pair of glasses and develop the apps for Google Glass, thus allowing you a wider marketplace on the App Store when it's released to the consumer market. If you're not an explorer, then there's no real use because there's no actual functionality on the Google Glass that a consumer can use.
When do you think this will be available to us?
General consumer, I'd say the end of next year, purely because the information, the technology, the software still needs to come down in price, as well as accessibility, because let's be honest, no one can afford $1,500 for a second screen.
Well, thank you very much, Sean. That was very exciting. I'm very excited to have this on my face. It might still be a bit of a drain on the pocket, but one day we might all be walking around wearing Google Glass. Would you wear them? Let us know on our Facebook page. Thank you very much, man, Sean.
Thanks.